Good morning, grade 2 students. How are you all? Welcome to grade day 4 of week 7. Now, this is the last day actually of the week because tomorrow we are going to have a reinforcement test, right? Like we always do every week. The last day of the week, we take a reinforcement reinforcement test of all the students, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, and what you are going to do is you have to look at the picture very, very carefully and see what's happening there. Okay, and then later on I'll tell you what is our main topic of today. Okay, so there you go. Now, okay, just a minute. I'll show you the picture and you are going to see what it is saying. Can you all see my board here? Is my screen here? Yes? Alright. Now look at the picture very, very carefully. Now, what actually is this picture about? It's a park. You can say it's a park or it's a playground, right? So what these children are doing, you can say a boy, what he is doing over there sitting on a tree. He is looking, right? Okay, Looking. Okay. Now what this girl sitting under the tree is doing? She is painting, right? She is painting. Correct. Alright. Now what about the other girl who is on a swing? What she is doing there? She is sitting. Correct. The girl is sitting on a swing. Very good. And what the other girl is sitting, a boy, I guess, is sitting under a tree trunk. What is he doing? He is reading, correct. He is reading a book, right? And what the other two boys are doing over there? They are kicking a ball, or they are playing also, you can say. But basically, they are kicking. So one boy is looking at is looking through his microscope. One girl is painting here. One girl is sitting on a swing. One boy is reading a book, and two boys are kicking the ball. So actually, what is this? What they are doing? What do you call them? Someone was looking, painting, sitting, reading, and kicking. What type of words are these? These are action words. Correct. These are the action words. They are because they all were doing some action, right? One boy was looking through his telescope, another was painting something, another then a girl was sitting on a swing, then another boy was reading a book, and two boys were kicking the ball, the football, right? So these were all the action words, all right? So they are called action words, or you can say verbs, okay? Verbs are called the action words. You call them verbs also, you call them action words also, and you call them doing words also. So you can either call them action words, verbs, or doing words because they are doing some action. You saw in that picture, everyone was involved in some or the other action, right? What the teacher was doing right now on the board, I was writing. So that is an action, right? Whenever you do an action, that action is called a verb, a doing word. Now, what actually is a verb? I'm going to show a PowerPoint, a presentation in which you will clearly see what actually a verb is. Right? What are verbs? A verb is a word that shows action, right? Like you can say jumping girl, the baby sleeps, it's sleeping, it's showing an action. A man eats a burger, he's eating, is showing an action, right? Okay, now see this picture here. Now this girl, what is this boy doing? This boy is reading. So he's doing an action because he's reading a book. So action is involved here, right? Okay. Now, what this girl is doing? She is singing. So she's holding a mic in her hand and she is singing. So she's doing an action. Now, what can you see in this picture? What this girl is doing? She is writing, right? So again, action is involved. She's doing an action because she is writing. Now, what can you see in this picture? What this girl is doing? She is eating. So again, action is involved. So you can see in this picture that all these are the action words: walk, eat, read, sleep, write, play, call. All are these what? These are the action words. Read with me again. Walk, eat, read, sleep, write, play, and call. What are all these? These are all the different action words, right? Because they involve all the different types of actions, right? Okay, now let's move on. I'm going to show you some other words and you are going to see what those words are. What is this word means? It means clap. Can you show the action of clap? What is the action of clap? Like this. This is the action. So again, it's an action word because it involves an action, right? Okay. Now what this action is? Stand. Can you stand up and show me? See, you are standing and you are showing an action. Again, action is involved. What is this? Wash. How do you wash? You wash your clothes like this. So are you doing any action? Yes, you are doing an action. So again, wash is also an action word. What is this word? Mix. You are mixing something or your moms are mixing something. So that means, are you doing action? Yes, you are doing an action. So it is also an action word. Now the last one. What word is this? Chop. And how do you chop? You chop like this, right? So is it an action? Yes, you are doing an action. So oops. So again, you are it's fall down. Okay, that's okay. So again, this is an action, right? So all these words are action words. There may be other words also like jumping, okay? Like riding. You are riding a bicycle. You are jumping, hopping, right? Playing. Then what are you doing when your mom says something to you? You cry. You are doing an action. That is, crying is also an action. Laughing. That is an action. Smiling. That is an action. Then comes fighting, that is also an action, right? Then comes you are mixing something, that's also an action. Then comes crawling, when the baby, a small little baby crawls, your baby sister or brother crawls, that is also an action, right? Running is also an action. So they are climbing, you are climb upstairs, you climb on the ladder, right? That is also an action. So these are different action words that we have. There are many more action words. You can go through internet and search for more action words. Okay, so that means that we have done this before also, in the previous units also we have done, and today also we have done. That time we have done in a different form, and today we have done in a different form. I ask you to look at the picture and then tell me the different words that you can see what is happening in that picture, right? Now comes the time for you to do the task. Now what the task you have to do is, the words which are there pasted on my board, you are going to make sentences with those words. Okay? There are 4 words only. So quickly you can make sentences, I think in 5 minutes, or you can take 7 minutes, not more than that. So quickly make sentences and then we are going to check it out in the class how you have done it. Your time starts now. Okay, time is up. Have you made the sentences? Correct. Very good, Saad. The first one is clap. Who's going to tell me the sentence of clap? Yes, Saad? My little brother likes to clap all the time. Very good. My little brother Likes to clap all the time. Very good. Any other sentence of clap? I don't want you to clap right now. Like, I don't want you to clap right now because I'm not in a good mood, right? Correct. So this is how you make interesting sentences. Try to make interesting sentences because now you are in grade 2 and later on when you go in grade 3, you'll be writing stories and all. So you should know how to elaborate your sentence, how to make your sentence more interesting, right? Okay, the second word is stand. Come on, make a sentence of stand. Don't stand near me. This was an you can say an instruction, or this was an you have advised someone to not to stand near me. Don't stand near me. Okay. Any other sentence? My friend always likes to stand in the class, right? This thing happens with most of you, right? Some of you, they can't sit still. So you can say that my friend Zen or my friend Saad likes to stand in the class, right? Okay, any other sentence of stand? We have done two. Okay, that's enough. Then wash. My mother likes to wash my clothes every day. Very good. My mother likes to wash my clothes every day. Okay. Now again, it's an action, right? Okay. Any other sentence of wash? Someone, wash. Please wash my shirt because it's dirty. Right? You are asking your mom or your sister that to please wash my shirt or wash my school uniform because it's very dirty, right? So here, he washed my clothes or my mom washed my clothes is a simple sentence. Now, how you are going to make the simple sentence more interesting? Please wash my clothes because it's dirty. Or my mom wash my clothes every day because I makes them dirty every day, right? So that means you have elaborated your sentences, you have made it more interesting. Yes? Okay. Now next is mix. Come on, make a sentence of mix. You have to mix the batter with the eggs to make a cake, right? You can make a sentence like this also, or my mom wants to mix my cereal for me, right? My mom wants to mix my cereal for me. That is another sentence, right? So always remember, children, try to find new words and try to make interesting sentence, right? How you are going to make interesting sentence? By adding some describing words, by adding some verbs. Like these are already verbs, so you can add some more describing words. Like my mom is mixing my you can say my mom is mixing vegetables to make it more delicious, right? So my mom is mixing vegetables. That is one word, right? But to make it more interesting, you have said my mom is mixing vegetables to make it more delicious, or to make it more yummy for me, right? So the sentence has been elaborated and it's become more interesting, right? Try to make interesting sentences, class. All right. Now that means that what we have done today in the class was about the verbs. That was about the doing words, action words, right? Now I will be posting homework on the portal that would be related to action words only, and that would be about your workbook page. Do your homework yourself, children, but if in case you have not understood any sentence or anything, leave that task. You can ask me in the next class, I'll explain you, but do it yourself. If there are sentences also or anything that you need to write it down yourself, please write it down yourself. Don't ask anyone. You may take help from your mom regarding the spellings or something. Not other than that, don't take help from anyone. I want you people to work individually, to work all alone, so that it's clear to me that whether you have understood the concept or not. Okay, children? I hope you have enjoyed this. Do your homework, revise whatever we have done throughout this week, because next time we'll be having a class test. Okay, whatever we have done throughout the week, do revise that. Okay, See you next time. Bye bye. Have a nice day.